Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to a book titled We Will Rest, The Art of Escape, written by Tricia Hersey. If this book piques your interest, there will be a link in the description box below. Also, please visit my second YouTube channel titled See My Power. It's the men's version to this YouTube channel. Help me get this video to 1,000 likes. As always, don't forget to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.
Hachette Audio presents We Will Rest, The Art of Escape. Written and read by Tricia Hersey. To Sahim the Dream and other dreamers like Miss Tubman, follow the light. Harriet was now left alone. She turned her face toward the north, and fixing her eyes on the guiding star and committing her way unto the Lord, she started again upon her long, lonely journey. For, said she, I had reasoned this out in my mind. There was one of two things I had a right to: liberty or death. From Harriet, The Moses of Her People, by Sarah H. Bradford. If the enslaved could believe, I know I can. Nikki Giovanni. We will rest. Question: how do you find rest in a capitalist, white supremacist, patriarchal, ableist system? Answer: you tap into your trickster energy. You become an escape artist. This book is a sacred object. You are a sacred object. This book is a manual on care. You are an escape artist. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 1. The first step for morphing into an escape artist is belief. You must believe you have the power to refuse. You must believe you have been gifted with everything necessary. You must be a trickster. No matter what, you must not show fear. We are abundant. I have heard from many that it's been difficult to rest because you don't know how. Give thanks for the not knowing. Isn't it exciting to be able to develop, discover, and experiment with your own liberation? I am the trickster, the one who got away, the one who always knew, the one able to transmute grief to rest. I am the trickster, the one who refused, the one leaping from the tops of mountains into a bed of feather pillows. I am the trickster, assigned as the debt collector by my ancestors, resting to reclaim the dream space stolen. Pay up. I am the trickster, the one who squinted her eyes, cocked her head, recognized the lies, peeped the scam. You are here. Thank you for living. Thank you for resisting. Thank you for caring for each other. Thank you, divine. Thank you for abundance. Thank you for resting, for silence, for abolition, for sleep, for Sabbath, for daydreaming, for imagination work, for ancestors' work, for subversion, for escape, for thriving in a culture focused on destruction, for freedom dreaming, for embodiment, for disturbing the idea that we are powerless. Thank you for your maroonage. Thank you for your rest, for your love practices, for transformation, for slowing down, for remixing oppression to liberation. The time to rest is now. You are divine. Let that soak in for 3 minutes. I hold back spring while you soak. Keep breathing. Keep believing. You can rest. You are divine. Breathe slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Escape. Keep listening. Keep knowing. Breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose. Slowly exhale through your mouth. Hold on. You are enough right now. Keep breathing. I hold back spring while you soak. Inhale. Exhale. We will rest. Rest. Keep breathing. Rest. You are a miracle in light. No edits necessary. Not needing to be fixed. You are archive. Protected document. All is well. Will you rest? I'm writing this book so you will know you are not unreasonable. That you are not imagining things. That your body is tired and your mind and spirit feel numb because the systems want it that way. They have worn you down into a pulp. There is life after death. There is spiritual resurrection. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 2. Develop clear boundaries that feel like fresh clay. Flexible, strong, and soothing to your body. Develop the ability to ignore anyone and anything that stands in the way of your goal of liberation. Every system in the culture doesn't see your divinity. They were not created to connect. They were not created to have vision. They were created for you to internalize the lies about labor in a capitalist culture. Stay clear. Stay connected. Have you ever noticed when you ask for rest, the body becomes a holy trumpet? The walls come tumbling down. I wish we didn't need an escape manual. I wish we didn't need an escape plan. I wish we didn't need to steal away and snatch rest. I wish we didn't have to disrupt the lies of grind culture. I wish we didn't need to overwork to eat. I wish we didn't feel like our bodies belong to capitalism. I wish we didn't have to look outside ourselves. I wish we didn't need to reclaim our precious, fragile, and divine bodies. I wish we didn't need to resist. Are you also exhausted? Are you waiting for permission to slow down? Are you waiting to save up enough money and time off from work to fly away to an expensive retreat in another land? Are you waiting for the powers that be to create policies that are drenched with care and room for you to get off the grind? Are you feeling guilt and shame when you rest? Are you hoping for deliverance from pushing through at all costs? Are you waiting for permission? If you are waiting for permission, listen closely. You are enough right now. And you must rest not to gain more power or to produce more, but because it is your divine right to rest. Go lay down or close your eyes and daydream right after hearing this. You have time. There is always time. There is no urgency. Framing rest as something beautiful, something worthy, something human, something holy, something honorable, something healing, something radical, something transformative, something attainable, something close, something powerful. Ode to my ancestors. Cotton picking machines. My ancestors in the South. You human machines worked for free, enslaved, commodified, dream, space, theft. I will never forget. I will nap for you. Someone must rest for you. We will be resurrected there. This is reparations. This is rebellion. Let them come. Let them rest now. They are here now. They are napping with us. For the millions of enslaved Africans laboring on cotton plantations for centuries, backbreaking, soul-killing work, sharecropping on land that you should have owned, robbery, building this land, you are welcomed to rest. Beware. Our rest memories are creating the future. Our memories are creating the future. Rest is creating our future. To be an outlier from grind culture requires flexibility, grace, and a trickster energy. The systems will not offer you rest. The systems will not make space for your care. The systems will not see the brilliance of your divinity. The systems worship capitalism. May the violent energy cease. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 3. Create community. Build community. Be community. Community care can seem impossible when you are exhausted. It is possible. Community is anywhere two or more are gathered. Two is still community. Don't rush to quantity as the marker of deep community and care. Don't rush to do anything alone. To be an escape artist is to be in the collective, supported in rest, care, and love. Demand the collective as a source of inspiration and change. Real change comes from the people. I have claimed myself as an escape artist. My early days experimenting with rest came quickly as the whispering yell of my body lit a path. This is a meditation on how I escaped grind culture. How I built a home by laying down and slowing down and daydreaming in my own community and in my own heart. My deliverance out of grind culture is a spark for my soul. An escape practice. Rub your hands together and create energy and heat. Then rub this energy all over your body slowly. Now lay down for 3 minutes as you breathe deeply. Then rub your hands together more. Then breathe and rub this heat over your face slowly. Breathe as deep as you can from your belly. Exhale. You can breathe through anything. Now sit with a partner and ask consent for touch. Now let them put their hands on your back as you breathe. Let them feel your aliveness. There is a dialogue that happens when you focus on your breathing and when you focus on being alive. This is the art of escape, to heal, to rest, to desire care. Wonder Woman ain't coming to save us. We are drowning as capitalism seeks to automate us and end us if we can't keep up like robots. Real slow brainwashing type emergency. I'm amazed at the survival. I want to save 1 million of mine. Sorry, but I'm selfish. If you poor and not rich. If you working but still broke. If you tired but still going. Don't wait on Wonder Woman. Or recognition may never come. Instead, become real good at dog paddling. Learn how to bandage up a wound that really needs stitches. Learn to rest even when you are called lazy. Learn how to slow down even when the monster of guilt appears. Learn to morph into an escape artist. Learn to refuse the lies of grind culture. We can remix the oppression. Dress up in superhero armor, pillows, dreams, refusal, and soft blankets guide our missions. You don't know about survival until you in it. You don't know thriving is possible until you demand it. Wonder Woman ain't coming to save us. She would drown in much exhaustion. Can you blame her? We must put ourselves in a rest and care trance. Walk the streets and swaddle the shorties up in blankets. Build community centers with our bare hands. Lay down and nap and plot deep plans in our dreams. About revival, renewal, revolution, resistance, rest. This is deep. We drowning type deep. Lungs filling with salt water deep. Deep like flesh and blood on your hands and face. Warrior like deep. Deeper than all oceans combined. Learning the truth, now you gotta change all your thinking deep. No wreckage and bones in water to hang on for dear life. We haven't checked ourselves, so we are seriously wrecking ourselves. Have you noticed? No one is coming? Wonder Woman ain't coming to save us. We must pop, lock, and transform into our own superheroes. We must lay down and dream our own selves free. Super South Side saver. Poor people lover. Black freedom captain. Minister of dream revival services. Rest and care queen. Lover of self-actualization. Prophetess of joy. Are you listening? I'm screaming, save ourselves. We should be a little more outraged. Should be resting and daydreaming more. Should proclaim we will never, ever donate our bodies. Merge manifestos. Create long and short-term projects. I'm passing out pillows, blankets, and 3-ring binders. Filling them with solutions. Carry it around like your new Bible. So serious. So wake up. To go lay down. No more shame. No more guilt. No more waiting. No more asking. Rest now. Wonder Woman ain't coming to save us. No angel in saint's clothing either. No man on white horse will come flying. No system able to see your divinity. I don't blame individuals. I'm blaming the systems. Real change is when we do it ourselves. An everlasting, authentic change. Put soapboxes on street corners and it changes. Ask community to not go hard. Get settled. Get pissed. Get clear. Get dreaming. One-track minded. Solve problems, understand solutions, and rest. I'm on autopilot. Others don't concern me. Survival of the fittest. You are the wonder. We are the wonder. We now have the power and tools. the lasso of truth, the golden escape plan, the downloads, the dream space, the motivation, the time, the focus. Flip the script. Wonder Woman ain't coming. We already here. We will rest. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 4. Study the art of improvisation. You will need it for your escape artist life. There are no quick steps or cookie-cutter lies to liberation. You do what you must in the moment and right now. You tap deeply into your inner knowing. You view rest not as an afterthought, and instead as the foundation and North Star. Follow the stars. Follow the light. You boldly step into your role as the leader. You carry your escape plan in your pocket. You carry your escape plan in your heart. Symbols to draw in the sky. Deliverance. Out of bondage. Magician. Reinvention. Resurrection from death of exhaustion. Spectacle. Creativity. Subversive. Rest as a freedom practice. An escape practice. Wake up every day and imagine the alternative to grinding and overworking. What would happen if you woke up from a nap and capitalism as we know it was gone? What would future casting yourself as if you have already escaped feel like? Be the watcher. Ask questions and stand in your dignity. Tell your side of the story before they can taint it. The escape plan begins. The couch as refuge. The dark brown couch set very low to the wooden floor in our small living room. It became an altar for my rest experiments. A knowing that I no longer could exist in the unsustainable pace of a life controlled by capitalism. Every day, I would lay flat on the couch no matter what time it was. Each day consisted of making sure my son was off to elementary school, feeding us, attending classes at graduate school, working a student job at the archive library, picking up my son, cooking dinner, and then getting back onto the couch. Weekends consisted of cooking, doing homework, and napping on the couch in between. I also read from the couch. I assisted with my son's homework from the couch. I entertained my son from the couch. Every moment of the day was focused on when I could lay down on the couch, get back in bed, and still a moment away to stare out the window. The couch became an intervention accessible to me immediately. I didn't need to leave my home or travel from my city to retreat into a world outside of the one I had already built. My body was my retreat, my site of liberation. My body is my home. I enjoyed my physical home and the people in it, and the inexpensive couch that my husband bought when he got a small holiday bonus check from work. I woke up from a long nap in our actual bed one day after studying for 2 days straight for a final exam, and he had snuck the new couch into our living room. The first time I saw it, I knew it was special. After sitting down once on it, I immediately wanted to recline. So I did. My refuge. It became a sacred object, creating a powerful place of empowerment to connect with my divine. My body attached to the couch became the deepest place of freedom as I demanded deliverance out of the bondage of grind culture. Identify your sacred object. Do you have a couch? A favorite chair? A hammock? A yoga mat? A special blanket? A carpeted floor that becomes a massive rest space? Can you spend time on a porch sky gazing? Do you have an accessible outdoor area full of grass? I once napped every day on my lunch break at an oppressive call center job in my car. But my couch, I craved it, and it accepted me in all my tiredness and exhaustion. A ritual that lasted for months. This was the door, and on the other side of it, my escape artist life began. The portal that rest provides to those suffering under the weight of capitalism, white supremacy, and patriarchy. Rest wants us to see it as an escape, a refuge, and a guide. Unlearn the lies about what it means to labor in a culture so deeply unwell and sleep deprived. Crawl if you must. Demand if you must. You must rest. The escape plan continues. In collaboration with my inexpensive couch was my bathtub. Shiny, slick white porcelain baptismal pool in a small bathroom. Vintage green tile on the floor and the lower half of the walls. A small window that was hard to pry open. I filled up the bathtub daily, slowly pouring in potions and powders and hopes. Always ground oatmeal, lavender essential oil, Epsom salts, coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, sometimes tears too. A small, salty volume of tears blending and mixing slowly. Watching the hot water fill up was hypnotizing. Climbing in and feeling the water hug my skin was my baptism. This was when I reclaimed my body as my own. Reclaim your body. The escape plan continues. It's 6 a.m., and as my eyes open wide, I realize I have slept through my alarm yet again. Most nights, I went to bed in the burning the midnight oil hours, falling asleep, or more accurately, passing out quickly as my eyelids got heavy while doing something else. I can count the times on one finger when the circumstances of my day allowed me to intentionally plan for bedtime. The robot mode of doing is so hard to deprogram from. It can feel like your entire world will crumble if you slow down even for a few hours. I connected my lack of money with how much laboring I could fit in one day, even though I was overworking at 2 jobs sometimes. Poor people work more hours a week than most. The culture makes it almost impossible to believe you can thrive without internalizing capitalism. I thought I would die. I thought the exhaustion of capitalism would crush me. Rest saved my life. Anyone in this culture who believes and feels they are enough right now has begun the escape artist transformation. a brave trickster and master teacher in faith and enoughness, in a culture that teaches us that there's never enough, a prophet. To know in the deepest parts of your soul that your birth grants you divinity, rest, care, and power is a seed planted in fertile ground. But you don't have to wait until you are fully knowing. You don't have to wait until you have found the light already inside you. It's there. You can come to rest and the path of escape by simply acknowledging that you are exhausted and it feels challenging to keep up with the unsustainable pace that capitalism demands. This awareness is also a seed in fertile ground. The thing about me and other escape artists before me is this. I'm going to thrive even when the world is on fire because my help doesn't come from this wicked world. Be a witness and rejoice in the representation of a Black woman who refuses to overwork, who says no constantly, and who doesn't view busyness as a badge of honor. I want to be a witness to your escape plans. My honor is centered in my humanity. I don't have to do anything else. There is life and rest outside of the constant need to grind and work constantly. Capitalism has a chokehold over our lives right now. The next second, the next minute, the next hour is ours to refuse the grind. We can craft and build temporary spaces of joy and freedom here now. Listen close. It's time to lay down. It will take deep subversion, dreaming, and community care. Can I hold your hand telepathically? May I lay you down on a bed made of love and orchids? Will you transform and prepare for escape with me? If you don't participate in the heavy lifting that grind culture demands and things fall apart because of this, let it fall. Trust your body. Trust spirit. Trust community. Trust your divine connection to power. Trust resurrection. Trust the infinite ways we can rest. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 5. Create a concise one-sentence response to the question, what are you willing to rest for? Then memorize it, embody it, become it. Then lay down in the beauty and power of your plans. Rest is a spiritual practice. Rest is a justice practice. Rest is a love practice. Rest is a care practice. Rest is a faith practice. Rest is an anti-war practice. Rest is an anti-capitalist practice. Rest is a freedom-seeking practice. Rest is a connection to the Creator. Rest is a connection to your ancestors. Rest is a connection to spirit. Rest is a connection to nature. Rest is a connection to the divine. Rest is refusal. Rest is life-giving. Rest is power. Rest is medicine. Rest is heaven. Rest is now. Grind culture has stolen our imagination. Our thinking is limited because we are deeply disconnected, exhausted, and sleep deprived. We don't believe we are worthy of anything unless we burn ourselves out to accomplish it. Focus on the escape. Focus on the transformation. You can be free. You are free. Everything is fair in rest and escape. I got something to say. I got words that want to bounce around my mouth. I got secrets and truths and freedom things to scream. I got beautiful, smack you upside your head words to throw. I want to cuddle on a quilt of handmade paper, shout the Holy Spirit out of my insides. With a tambourine, I will communicate with the goddess of rest, then snatch her title for my own gratification. I licked a razor blade last night. My tongue begged for the attention. In the red of my room while my soul stared in jealousy, I watched words softly ease crawl over my body, like an uninhibited freak-type lover. I no longer have any use for mere paper and pens. I want to tattoo poems on my forehead, draw the alphabet with black eyeliner inside my thighs. On my breasts, I will scribble haikus in blood. I want rest to speak for me. My tongue is healing from the razor blade incident. I am 12 months pregnant with silence. I want to give birth. Name my seed rested potential. I tied my arms behind my back this morning. Forced myself to memorize my own voice. I digitally recorded my dreams. Made a mixtape full of leisure. I'm selling it on trains and buses. I got things I need to get off my chest. I am sick of shame riding my back. I only have enough strength to carry my heavy tongue. I only have enough power to rest. Hold on. Hold on to your faith. Hold on to your tenderness. Hold on to your hopes. Hold on to rest. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to this book. Hold on to your dancing. Hold on to your body. Hold on to your neighbor. Hold on to the heaven inside. In a culture like ours, built on grinding and capitalism, it is a scary proposition to slow down. In your slowing down, you will only gain a sense of peace, justice, and liberation to reclaim time. It is scary. It is hard. It is alchemy. Our lives are beautiful resistance. We survived birth, bombs, and blood. Creator, help us know this daily. Help us Lean into our brilliance and magic. Teach us how to be an escape artist. Rewind us back to our beginnings. The moment that was just rest. Unleash the divine power into our life. Make us a vessel. Give us strength. Give us rest. Give us softness. Give us confidence. The system should be rejoicing that we are alive, whole, and divine. We don't owe these made-up, violent systems anything. Be in service to yourself first. Be you. Escaping is worth it. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 6. Listen. You must slow down to listen. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Listen to the birds. Listen to the wind. Listen to your dreams. Listen for clues. Your escape from grind culture depends on listening. We will rest. Our mantra, our call, our protest song, a justice manual, devotional, liberation text, resistance material. Sing it from the rooftops. Sing it like you mean it. Make it a lullaby. Dream it. A daily dose of love. Tuck it away in your heart. Dream it. Dream so effortlessly that you become human again. Your machine-like ways are burnt in a heap of rubble, and we warm ourselves from the flames. This is the way forward. Machine-like programming no more. A rested world is a healed world. I want to dream possibilities forever. Let this be a meditation about resurrection. Let this be a meditation about redemption. Let it be a meditation about restoration. Let it be a reimagination. I come from a lineage of Black women who poured holy oil in shoes and on foreheads, wrapped salty bacon on wounds, made pots of beans and rice to feed a multitude, buried dead babies while praising God, rattled tambourines in pews, altar called their lost husbands back to Creator, believe in the healing of your body by laying hands, rebuked the devil with tongues, knew you were pregnant before you did, called the Holy Spirit the Ghost as a pet name, turned off all electricity while it was storming, thankful to be an apprentice, grateful for this part of my DNA. May I always remember who I am. May I always rest. You believe it is normal and necessary to have trauma residing in your body because capitalism placed it there. The body was not built to burn out. What we call burnout is trauma. Burnout is a scam, and its language was created by agents of grind culture, guided by corporations tricking you into believing it's a normal and regular part of any working person's career. We speak the word burnout so much when it should be named correctly instead. There is no burnout. There is worker exploitation, abuse from capitalism, and trauma stored in our bodies from a lifetime of overworking. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 7. Reinvent yourself over and over again. Resurrect yourself over and over again. Focus daily on the spectacle of escape. The best spectacles are the ones that are organic and catch everyone off guard. Don't be afraid to say less. Every word doesn't have to be used. Silence is holy and goes directly to the point. Silence is rest. People need to know that you are pissed about the bamboozlement. Let grind culture know you are not playing around. This is not a game or a time to shrink. Your thriving depends on the art of escape. An escape practice. Every day, morning or night, or whenever you can steal away, find silence. Even if for only a few minutes, look for quiet time, quiet breathing, quiet wind, quiet air. It is there. Even if it's cultivated in your body by syncing with your own heart beating. Guilt and shame will be a formidable and likely opponent in your resistance. We expect guilt and shame to surface. Let them come. We rest through it. We commit to our subversive stunts of silence, truth, daydreaming, community care, naps, sleep, play, leisure, boundaries, and space. Be passionate about escape. Make us new. The dead now walk. It's night no more. And rest comes in the morning. There is a space between waiting and redemption. A breathing room. Be not afraid of the dark. Let the rage become soft petals dropping onto your forehead. A warm bed awaits. May you forever rest peacefully there. This is the story of an exhausted, curious Black woman who one day decided to build a world outside the one forced on her. Her world includes a soft space to rest, a cocoon away from the world that doesn't see who she truly is, a wicked world, viewing her body the way it regards a cranking metal machine. No bones. No heart, no skin, no brain. But she has strong, fragile bones, an open, beating heart, warm skin, and a brain blessed by downloads from above. She has wings that can fly, because my ancestors blow air to power wings. Her wings spread with the energy of hummingbird wings. This is a story of a Black woman traumatized from capitalism, white supremacy, and patriarchy, so she decided to never be held hostage by the beast of grind culture again. This is the story of an escape artist, a young trickster, a survivalist who decided that resting is the only goal. I am from the continent of Africa. Afro-alien without a confirmed country. I feel Ghana in my bones, though. By way of Mississippi and Louisiana. By way of Chicago. City of big bloody shoulders. Sharecroppers wade deep in rural southern lands. Body bent, breaking, bleeding, bright. Great migration stories wrap us like a vintage quilt. Gospel music blaring on a clock radio. In my mother's small yellow kitchen. From trauma remixed to resistance. Resistance turned into power. Power, now my freedom. Rest, now my liberation. I escape. I am from the inside of every liberation text. My skin a living archive resting. I am from Pentecostal tent revivals. My daddy's booming voice preaching. Fish fries and barbecue dinners. Mama napping every day in a lazy boy recliner. From steel mill working father and uncles. Ready to reimagine what we can do with our bodies. They belong to us, correct? From high school sweetheart mama and daddy, who have never cursed a bad word. Sweet, tender brown beans floating around and over my head. I am from holy dreams. Large wishes folded up in pockets and purses. I am the hope. On the other side, the beautiful resistance side. I am from great-grandmama Rhodey's apron. Pistol tucked to protect her 18 children from demonic eyes. I come from the portal of rest. Holding me up. Laying me down. Liberation, my middle name. Rest, the prototype. Rest, my resurrection. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 8. Start being okay with being seen as an outsider to grind culture. An outlier wizard. Embrace the mystery. Why would you want to be a part of exhaustion, disembodiment, and trauma? Why would you want to align with and trust in toxic capitalism and consumerism as both sell self-care as expensive things and doing more? Don't be fooled. Rest your eyes right now. Take a nap right now. Daydream right now. Sky gaze right now. Make being on the outside a freedom space. Hide in plain sight. I am live and direct from the cracks of late-stage capitalism. I escaped the lies. I escaped the terror. From the wind of my ancestors blowing me into a dream space, I float on. We are here from the planet of hope, the planet of rest. Thank you, divine being. To be an outlier to grind culture requires flexibility, grace, and a trickster energy. Ode to my favorite escape artist, Henry Box Brown. This is the story of Henry Box Brown, the ultimate escape artist, my inspiration. Maybe he will inspire you too. He had a plan. He had a vision. He had his body. My obsession with the concept of escape came when I was a young girl in the 4th grade. A lesson during Black History Month was on Henry Box Brown. Mrs. Young began. Today, class, we will be learning about a man named Henry Box Brown. He mailed himself to freedom in a box. On March 23rd, 1849, a man named Henry Box Brown was nailed into a large wooden postal crate marked "This Side Up with Care" and mailed from slavery in Richmond, Virginia to freedom in Philadelphia, a voyage of 250 miles. 26 hours later, he emerged from this box singing a psalm of thanksgiving, and he would never again be a slave. From The Many Resurrections of Henry Box Brown by Martha J. Cutter. I hold on to the blueprint of Henry as a plotting magician, hope lecturer, liberation wizard, performance artist, and escape artist. For my next trick, I will pull a free man out of a box. For our next trick, we will disrupt grind culture by creating sacred spaces to rest and slow down. I will never be a slave to grind culture. I will never ignore the pleas from my body and spirit to slow down. Henry emerging from the hiding place of a 3-foot-long and 2-foot-6-inch deep box, singing a song of thanksgiving, breathing the pure air of freedom, rejoicing in the light of Philadelphia, trusting and loving his body for bending, stretching, and being bold in collaboration with him. His sight of liberation as he held his head down, rested his back against the box, shifting as he traveled an entire day plus some on trains. At 200 pounds and 5 feet 8 inches, the journey stuffed inside a box nearly killed him. The same way grind culture is slowly killing us. The way the pace of my life nearly killed me. Ode to the tricksters. Ode to the ones ready to leap, and to those on the edge barefoot with their toes clutching. A red carpet will not be rolled out with an invitation for us to rest from our toxic, hustle-focused culture. Sit with that. Lay with this. Take all the time you need to accept this sad truth. Grieve forever. Then rejoice in your plotting and in your plans. Rejoice in your escape making by closing your eyes. You can rest. Nothing is impossible. Come back to your center. Move your limbs. Open your chest. Think about the infinite power we have as individuals and communities. The holy happens there. Go there. Henry Box Brown told very few about his escape plans. A few humans along the railroad journey and a few at his final stop in Philadelphia cultivated the ultimate practice of community care. Who would ever believe this possible? Who would ever believe that a body and mind could withstand this? But who will believe that we withstand overworking, sleep deprivation, and the trauma of capitalism daily as we ignore and push ourselves. You will have to prepare to love yourself and to refuse to inflict violence onto yourself by overworking. You can pop out of your own metaphorical box singing a song of redemption and gratefulness. You can bend rest into a heart-shaped light. Attach it to a tank top with safety pins. Let love glow through us like running water. Let rest scribble a map in the sand to guide us to our escape. Say this aloud. My body is a brilliant, beautiful, inventive, high technology vessel of power and liberation, granting me the energy and space to just be. We can just be. We are beautiful. We are enough. We are divine. We have time. We have time to rest. We will rest. How to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 9. Read a poem daily. You will need it for your dreaming mission and your escape maps. May I recommend Lucille Clifton, Nikki Giovanni, Langston Hughes, or Audre Lorde? Write your own. A prompt to start. My rest feels like. Your devotional. Your daily dose of resistance. Material for you to dream with. Your star in the skies. Carry it in your bag. Hide it in your dressers. Sing it as a song from the rooftops. Sing it like you mean it. Make it a lullaby. Dream rest. Dream delicately. Easily become human again. Shed your machine-like ways. We will rest. We will escape. Vulnerable soft prayers. Weep now. Grieve now. Water the pages. Water your exhausted heart. Rest. To grieve is to be alive. To escape, you must grieve. The ruins. Sometimes life boils over, like rice cooked on a stove too fast, like a pot of collards simmering. You put in too much water, the top shakes, rattles, stove is now ruined. I'm into ruining things. I will ruin all plans created without my consent about what my body can withstand. I will ruin the image of the mule and savior to all. Maybe destruction is the first real step toward building new, toward getting things to make sense. Even the people who you think are free ain't free, straddling the line, making their plans up as they go, in the ring and showing up. Capitalism can't ruin me anymore. May sleep cradle and soothe the righteous tonight. May we follow the light in the stars. May we follow the light within. May our dreams reveal everything we need. to be an escape artist. An incomplete list. Step 10. Create an escape map. Keep creating them for the rest of your days. Trace the path telepathically. Write the plans down on scraps of paper. Then tuck and hide them away. Find them by surprise. When you need the map, it will appear. Create a map for the following: how to bend time, how to skygaze, how to daydream, how to rest. Rest is a prayer. Rest is a holy place. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. May my path be lit with burning divine love. May I create my heaven right here on earth in a fluffy bed. May the mirror be my blueprint. May my ancestors drive me to liberation. May I gather up all the exhausted souls under a white, floating tent. Fly us away. Fly us to a rested planet. May care be right here beside us. May we hold each other's lavender-soaked hands. May we place our burdens on the altar of rest. Float away. Float away. Do you remember what it feels like to wander and daydream? Stop holding on to the lies that you've been taught. Stop holding on to anything that gets in the way of thriving. The thing you are so fearful of losing may be your blessing in disguise. Let that burn. Build anew. Rest. Let go of people-pleasing. Let go of overextending. Let go of guilt. Let go of shame. Be like Henry. Prepare to lose Dick's connection. Prepare to be an escape artist. This is the way to softness in a hard world. I remember moments when I was a young girl. My memory like a camera. There are so many moments from the time I was 8 until high school involving my imagination. I was always imagining another world, always singing, and always creating. One day, I sat in the grass of an abandoned lot on my block. The kids in the neighborhood turned this space overgrown with weeds into a way to shorten our walks home from school. I would cut through the tall grass. But one day, I decided to sit down. Then the sitting turned into resting flat on my back as the summer wind blew over me. I gazed at the blue sky and white clouds. I watched them pass by and felt hypnotized. A butterfly fluttered overhead, and as it landed on a weed next to me, I stared at every detail. The little brown pieces of the body, the softness of the wings, and its small size. The way it bounced without a care in the world. Oh, how the sun and the air felt so different. It felt like I could see things hidden. I remember the chirping of the birds and how comforting and calm it felt. I always seem to remember childhood things like the smell of my mama's coffee in the morning, the smells of her cooking for Daddy, The times I just wandered around without a schedule, not on a timeline, not rushing, and not thinking about what I had to do. I would simply be open to what the day would bring. The moments before the brainwashing took root in my spirit and body. We need mental clarity. We need pleasure and joy. We need rest. We need to escape. The book you are listening to is an artifact. Flee. An escape plan is before you. An escape plan is written in ink, on your heart, on your DNA. Everything is soft here. Everything is held by others here. There are hands linking hearts, breathing, sinking. Everything is easy here. Everything is soft here. Rest is the way to softness in a hard world. This has been a Hachette audio.
After listening to this motivation, I'm hoping that it inspired you to take that next step, to rid yourself of the stress, the frustration, to push forward to accomplish all that you wish for, all that you hope for. And if you need help, or if you're just looking for someone to talk to about this, I am open for this discussion. Let's have a conversation on it. As always, don't forget to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.